Actually, and again, this question I'm sure you've been asked, but is it actually true that you had absolutely no idea who she was?
So no one believes it, but I grew up in LA and I worked at UCLA and with a lot of the celebrities, but I hadn't grown up watching Indian films. And so the way we put it is everyone put their pants on one leg at a time, and you needed to treat them the same way. But to answer your question, I really didn't know because I didn't grow up watching the films. I couldn't speak Hindi. I spoke Marathi fluently. And so for me, the Hindi films didn't have a draw. I'd only seen 2 films. One was Amar Akbar Anthony, and the other one was Pakiza, which my mom had an 8-track tape, and she would have in our car all the time. And I knew like all the lyrics to the songs.
So have you watched all of her films by now or not yet?
I've seen the ones where, well, so there's 2 rules in our house. One is we never talk shop. So all of her awards, all of her other stuff is all at the office. And she doesn't want the kids or us to be affected. That's how she grew up. The second is that I've been to some of the film premieres, and that's what I've seen, but she's not very comfortable watching films with family. And so for me, watching them separately is kind of an odd thing. And so really, I've seen the ones since we were married. We've been married for 18 years. And so I've seen those only, and maybe a little bit from Hum Apke Hai Kaun and Dil To Pagal Hai, but not a whole lot.
You're trying to tell me everybody in this hall has seen more Madhuri movies than you have?
Yes.
You know, the funny thing is, even my kids get a little skittish when they're watching my movies. So there was this movie called Koila, which was coming on the TV. And I was just leaving to go out to get something. And they were watching it. And when I came back, the kids had gone for their swim lesson. And on the computer, I saw this little note hanging. Because when I left, the song was going on where I eat bhang and I get, a little high and we sing bum chicka bum, some song going on. So I came back home and I saw this little note. And I said, what is this? So I started reading it and it was like written, Dear Mom, why are you acting so weird in this movie? Love, Arin. So my son had written me a little note, say, why are you acting so funny and weird in this movie?